Okay, I guess I'm riding shotgun, in which case I have a grenade launcher. Goodbye, everybody.
It's Dead Rising all over again.
Yeah, it is actually kind of amazing.
Fun fact, I actually, speaking of Dead Rising, one of my YouTube channels,
Gosh.
Oh, God.
a YouTube channel
Yeah, I'm
I
in
started,
Resist Against Vehicles.
a YouTube channel I started following, about a year ago. They uploaded a video on how in Dead Rising, Frank West was made purposefully fat and ugly to appeal to American audiences.
I didn't know. See, I never took him to be fat. He looked like an average build.
It's like, ugly?
He looked like an average build.
Yeah, he just looked like an average Joe more than anything.
Yes, he looks average, but they are trying to make him look ugly.
So I guess that
honestly,
explains the forehead.
I mean, well, if they tried to do that, they kind of did a bad job, because honestly, he honestly looked okay to me.
Oh yeah, he was fine. It was just the forehead, which if in Japan
And the nose,
forehead,
and the nose.
In which if in Japan big foreheads are ugly, this explains Pearl a bit more.
Yeah.
Foreheads. Over there.
To be fair, there are characters in like
There
Persona
it
that
is.
have huge foreheads.
There you
Anyway,
are. Oh boy. Oh god, that should have knocked you out.
So yeah, this section's not too hard. Just have some decent aim. Make sure to lead some of your grenade shots a bit.
You know, for some reason, I'm suddenly getting Wrath of Cortex vibes. Not so much the fact that you have a railgun in the back, but the fact that you have the girl riding on a jeep, and you were driving a jeep just to get away from all those rhinos. I think they were.
Yeah.
I like Wrath.
There you go.
I like Wrath of Cortex though.
But yeah, it
it's a
should
good
be
game.
said.
It's just one of those. It's just one of those more the same games with really hot camera sounds.
That is the game that introduced me to Crash.
You know what?
But yes, just be careful. Just keep a good aim, and just revel in how many vehicles apparently they have to throw away to chasing you guys.
I know, right?
Actually,
Revel
speaking
and
of,
Rebel.
oh boy,
Go back.
And what you're saying, Steve?
just going back to all the vehicles that they have. Like I saw some of them on ATVs. When it does get more consistently warmer these next couple of months, I really want to see if I could get my folks to let me go ATV riding because I do miss it.
My family used to have ATVs as well. Also,
What's funny is that, like, in our parts, we call them four-wheelers.
Now, where I come from...
Oh my gosh, just a few more. There'll be a couple vehicle sections like this, but not too many.
Back where I come from, we call them pushy wagons.
And I believe the
call them
proper
not
pronunciation is birthday.
Very goofy.
I feel so bad to see this many people
Well,
dying.
just don't think too much about it. You're Nathan Drake. I mean, wait, what am I
Yeah,
saying?
you
You're
know.
not Nathan Drake. You're Nolan North.
I am Nolan North. You know what? Yeah. I don't know why I said that with such childlike wonder.
Because you're Nolan North. That's why.
Because you're Nolan North, he has the childlike wonder.
You know what? Yeah.
I mean,
right.
this is the same man who.
I can't. Oh my gosh! Look at this looping of this die. Thank you.
This is the same man that that plays a anti-hero that saved himself via one of those bouncy castle things.
Oh, yeah. That's right, he was Deadpool in that game. And I love how, like, in the opening, you can actually have Deadpool calling Nolan North to voice him, so it's basically Nolan calling Nolan.
Pretty much.
Yep. Actually, one thing I love is, I forgot who, but Ryan Reynolds played the Deadpool game with somebody. I forgot who on somebody's channel. I think...
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Whoa, hang on, hold on. Hold on.
Thank you, Spare Tire.
I guess you could say he spared his life.
Yep.
Easy.
Anyway, what were you saying before, Matt?
You were talking about Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds played the Deadpool game with, I think it was Jacksepticeye. And that was a lot. That was a lot of fun. But they actually, like, Ryan complimented. Ryan complimented Nolan North and said he is basically the best Deadpool.
Aside from himself.
Yeah.
Oh no, I just giving the young lady the $10 tour.
Shut it!
$10. Considering that, right? That feels more like a $50 trip.
You could set me up and keep everything for yourselves, hmm?
I have turned into helium balloon.
This guy's crazy.
Eddie, take it easy, buddy.
Well, you're out of luck now.
Yeah, he's got us cornered.
Yeah, literally.
Now,
And if we push our weight in the wrong direction, we're pretty much gonna fall.
All right, you got
Which
me
is
fair and square.
unfortunate.
Don't move.
Relax, Eddie.
Because
Just get in the
I'm
mat
just
like you
gonna
asked.
reach
Said, hold on.
over
I
here.
am.
Well, hand it
Let me
over.
reach over in the back seat. I think I might have something. We might have the thing you want.
Looks like you're gonna have to come get it.
Hey, come on.
Zip!
Wow. Oh, okay. He just outright. Wow.
Bang.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
And they just gave up the. Oh, never mind. For a moment, I thought they just
Keep
gave
moving.
up the look. Oh wait, never mind.
They totally shot her twice in the head.
Yeah,
but don't
she
worry,
should
the
be
AI
dead
is
by now.
She's invincible.
I
But we
just
should
real-
run.
They're just aiming at her.
Yay! This
Yeah, no,
my plan worked perfectly.
Quite honestly, if this series was holy shit, if this series was in
Springy.
any way realistic, then everybody would have died in the first 10 minutes.
Oh, definitely.
I love how springy some of their ragdolls are.
It's almost like they're pulling an act.
Wait for it. Oh, hey!
Ah, good, convenient red barrel.
I got the revolver. Stick 'em up. I
got-
said stick 'em up. Oh,
I got,
God.
better back up, folks. I got the Dirty Harry special.
Ah, nuts. He's got me. Ammo? Thank you.
Ah, convenient. Thanks, Barry.
So yeah, no, now we've made it to some ruins and we're getting close to where the ships had all sank, and hopefully the golden statue is somewhere else.
That just feels like that's going to be the entire focus of this game. We're just going from ruins to ruins, so we find exactly what will ruin our lives in the next game.
Honestly, yeah,
This was a
probably.
big mistake.
Oh look, a very convenient sea-doo.
Ah, good. Ah, How nice of Leon S. Kennedy to leave that there for us.
Ah,
I think we already talked about this. Have you seen that glitch? Or
Yes,
whatever
I've seen that
where-
glitch. It's fucking hilarious.
And he's just like, alright, see you later. What? He flies away.
Flies off in his invisible boat.
Eldorado treasure came to this
And
island.
the joke was on her all
It had to have come
along.
through here.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. what?
You've seen that, right, Matt?
What?
Rewind it.
You know, I don't
Wait,
know.
stop.
Say that again.
It's the end. So it's the ending to Resident Evil 4, except
That's our ticket out.
someone glitched it or something.
Right,
so
right,
that
right, right.
The president's daughter stays stationary on the Sea-Doo,
Well, I'm
and
sorry.
Leon's model's the only thing that moves.
Well, I'm sorry, but bye.
Elena, I don't need your
And so the
bulletproof
Sea-Doo
on
and
my
the president's
conscience.
daughter
Let's go.
remain behind, and he
Please,
flies
you could
off.
if you want to,
I
but
think it was
don't
called the
use it as an
Dalton glitch or
excuse.
something like that. I know it
gotta be
involves,
something.
a specific
Fine.
gun
It's
or
me,
shotgun.
okay? I am quitting. Are you coming or not?
So that's it. You're
Oh
just
yeah, by
gonna
the way,
forget
in this
about the
emotional
treasure and
moment,
forget about
Nathan's
Drake?
like, understandably, Nathan's like, yeah, no,
Dying over.
we're all getting shot at. We should bail now.
Listen, either way, we have
And
to
yet
get back
they
to
already
the
got
harbor.
this far. Like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Well,
Don't worry about
Well,
it.
she, the reporter who knows
argue about
nothing
it
about
later.
any of this giant explosion stuff,
great.
who has never covered wars,
Wait.
is thinking, no, let's keep doing this. And he's like, are you crazy?
Nothing stops a lady when they got just enough aggro in their system.
Okay.
Alright, so this is a pretty obnoxious section, in all honesty, because you can't really shoot well unless you are stationary, and unfortunately, there's going to be a lot of people explosive. If you hit one of those barrels, you die instantly.
Oh, my ears.
You may notice a fade in every so often because some of these sections are particularly BS.
Honestly,
I cannot
the way
imagine playing on hard
I,
difficulties.
I know this is something that would be more relevant, like, I don't know, freaking decade later. This is starting to remind me of how awkward the motorbike handles in freaking
Insane.
Insane Trilogy.
It's not that bad, fortunately.
Yeah.
Well, that's a relief, I guess.
Okay.
It's
We
like,
found the docks.
Find a way in.
That wasn't
You know,
too bad.
I read a story once about a cursed
help
Inca treasure.
me.
You don't suppose
And with
that-
only 7
Please don't
pints of
tell me
blood
to leave
lost,
this.
that's a new record.
I'm just saying.
Only 7
Something
pints.
bad happened here. The whole colony doesn't just up and vanish.
Yeah.
The autopilot take over.
Honestly, with how slow that was going, you'd swear they were just going on a scenic field trip.
and like we weren't just 100 feet away from gunmen and
In the jungle,
Let's go check
the
it out.
mighty
I'll stay here and keep
jungle,
an eye on
Nathan Drake is back.
So has anyone here ever been to? Has anyone here ever been on a vacation to like ruins or any tropical locales?
Funny enough, yes, I have.
Where have you been to?
I have been to South America.
Oh, hell.
Further south I've ever been to Mexico.
You have no idea the places I have been to.
Oh, the places you'll go.
Exactly.
Anyway,
No joke.
so real quick, before we start talking about any of that other stuff, because I know that that's going to be quite a bit. Actually, I'm curious about James or Hype. Have you guys ever been to any tropical locales or ruins or stuff?
Not really, no.
Closest that I've been to a tropical place is a local beach in Florida, but aside from that, not a whole lot. And that being said, I'm gonna have to duck out for the rest of the video because my show's about to be on. You guys hold down
Alright.
the fort.
Alrighty. And as far as me, I've been to China years and years ago, almost 11 years ago now. I went to China and about
How's the air
6 or
quality
7
there?
Never as good as any media will ever have you believe. It is like small. Some people were confused by what a shadow was
Oh, yeah.
because it's never bright enough to actually cast any. Whenever teachers have to show off what a shadow is, it usually requires at least one flashlight
Sheesh.
Yep.
in the middle of the day. Anywho, and then the furthest south I've ever been was Mexico, where I did go on a pretty long excursion. We rode donkeys, we went down some rapids, we went ziplining in the jungle. It was pretty nuts. And that's about the extent of my travels. So yeah, take it away, Matt.
Alright, so let me list off the places I have not gone, actually. And that
here
would
we
be
go.
anywhere in Asia, which actually makes me sad. Trust me, I want to
Asia
go.
could be-
I want to go to Japan someday. So
Japan
so
sounds
bad.
like it'd be so cool.
Yeah, and I don't.
Especially with that Metal Gear Solid escape room.
Yeah, no, that sounds a lot.
Shut
of
up,
fun.
James. Don't make the joke.
No, say it. Do it. Do it.
Alright, fine. Let me tell you what it's like in Japan. You can make huge coins,
Oh, not the song.
materialize, shoot
Not the song.
fireballs out of your hands. Okay, I'll shut up now.
I have
That's
no
what it's
idea
like
what
in
that is.
Japan. It's a song.
But anyway, yeah, so I have not been to Japan, and I really want to, mainly so I could see like the temples and all that and learn more about Shinto mythology. I love mythology, is my favorite topic next to history. But yeah. So yeah. I have been all over Europe. I've been to England. I have been to let's see, I've been to South America. I went to Australia and New Zealand. I not been to Antarctica for obvious reasons.
Who has been to Antarctica at this point?
Yeah. I have been to Africa, but it was only for a day. And
Okay,
it was
and
on
yeah.
a cruise.
And yes, all of that was just to open up a gate. So now we get to the second scene.
You know, I'm pretty sure that impact would have dunked the jet ski a fair good ways. Before
If not that, then
going
it certainly would have left him with his voice at least 3 octaves higher.
All right,
Oh my gosh, you
Elena,
okay?
let's go!
Oh my gosh, you alright? Yeah! He just starts sounding like Link.
off. You okay, babe?
Oh my gosh.
Ow!
The funniest part of this whole thing is how they both ragdoll, though. They
Yeah.
both go nuts.
Anyways,
Gosh.
Straight up
Also,
gunshots
can we
back
appreciate?
there.
Can we appreciate this reporter one-arming a freaking grenade launcher
Oh shit!
with no problem?
Fun fact: this is one of only 2 times in the series, really, that you control somebody other than Nathan.
And even then, I am technically still
You're being shot
controlling
from
him
the other
because I'm
side,
not
dude.
driving.
Here, well, okay, that's true, but you're also controlling Elena in Golden Abyss. You pretty much do the same thing, but I'm fairly certain that Nathan is not controllable in that section. Boom.
You know,
Okay.
he thinks that when she said she has no major experience with firearms, she was full of shit. Or
Yeah. That seems to be the case.
yeah. Whatever the case, she looks like she can hold her own.
Let it fall. Let you stop being impatient. There we go.
No, when there's gunfire and explosive barrels, I'm like, get me away. And of course she's gonna drive back to me as we're by the docks, and I bet none of the enemies are gonna worry about her.
God, how much gunplay is in this game? It's like, no wonder I stopped as early as I did.
Aw.
I mean, not to say like gunplay can be a bad thing, but for a game like this, I expect a little more finesse.
And and from what I'm being told, I'm hoping that that is the case with the sequels.
Yeah, I mean, not even Jack and Daxter was as bad about it as this.
Now, see, again, that is still one thing that, okay, despite how stupid,
Oh
depressing,
shit, it's a bomb!
Despite how, really depressing and, like, brutal Tomb Raider, the reboot is, I did like that it had like, puzzle platforming bits, it had some interesting stealth combat, along with the normal gunfire fights. Stop!
Stop looking at me, buddy.
Goodness me, all of you. Poke your head out. Thank you.
Cue ball in the left pocket.
Got him. Yeah, just aim for headshots. It's easier. Saves bullets. Look at this guy. Silly.
I think this is
There
not
you go.
shit.
But yeah, I'm hoping to get some more out of it. But just one thing that I will definitely give Uncharted over Tomb Raider is that Uncharted still has fun, even when it's like Tomb Raider just seems like it's just, especially the first one, it's just picking on poor Laura.
Oh yeah, no, like those games just fuck calling it Tomb Raider. Let's just call it more so. I feel like I could come up with a decent enough name to describe it, but I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Are you talking about the remake?
Punch Laura, punch Laura where the sun don't shine. The game.
Who wants to watch Laura torture porn? We got your back,
Exactly.
Square Enix.
It's Laura torture. It's Tomb torture porn.
And Square Enix has got our backs.
I guess.
It's so weird
Wait,
to say.
they should just rename it
Whoa!
Tomb Hater.
Tomb Hater, perfect. Honestly, that also makes me wonder what's been up with the other side of the division that makes the Tomb Raider games. Because I know, like, way back when the Tomb Raider reboot was a thing, technically that was, like, Crystal Dynamics, like, split into two halves. The one that's, like, focused on this reboot, and then the second half that focused on stuff that's a little more true to its roots, like with Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light, and then there was also Tomb Raider and the Temple of Osiris, which kept, which as far as the tone is concerned, still kept somewhat true to the original, even though they were still pretty hokey in a lot of ways.
That one was more like that felt like it was basically Lara Croft Diablo.
Pretty much.
Oh, not Diablo, sorry, Gauntlet.
Well, what's the difference?
Well, one of them is more action RPG, the other one is much more just hack and slash.
If you say so. But yeah, I just
which actually funny. I would say funny that we bring up Temple of Cyrus because that one had a funny little Uncharted riff in its opening.
Of course.
Did you hear about that? It's in the very first stage, before you even get into the temple, thus implying that he couldn't even get to the front door. You just see a dead body with clothes very similar to Nathan Drake here.
Yeah.
Just dead before he could even get through the front door of the temple and start the quest.
One of my favorite references like that is in what was it? Hold on, I'm trying to think exactly what it was. The Fallout New Vegas. You can find a refrigerator with a man who is obviously Indiana Jones, but is a skeleton.
Oh yeah.
You find
you fucking fools! That never works.
Yeah, I couldn't. Gosh, that was so weird.
Unless you have like a shitload of padding inside the fridge.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I understand where they were coming from with asbestos, even though no consumer grade asbestos can survive less than half a mile of nuclear fallout from a bomb, a nuke. No consumer grade asbestos can withstand that much impact and freaking
And besides, literally riding on that thing as it's just blown sky high is literally no different than, say, stuffing yourself in a dryer.
In a metal chamber that is spinning rapidly, and like you watch the path of that thing, and it is just so ridiculous.
It's honestly kind of shocking. It's kind of funny thinking that that's actually one of the few things that the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog actually talked about.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there was a Sonic Says segment based on idiots going and riding in clothes in a.
Oh, that's right. The Washington. Yeah, that's right. And they had, which just leads me to wonder, like, how many concerned parents wrote in to make sure Sonic said that.
Well, to be fair, it is an important lesson to learn. But it's
but it's also you also think you think at least once, the parent would get involved and say, "Yeah, that's not a ride."
Well, hey, this is also the same show that got away with talking about freaking
pedophilia.
Well, I guess you could call it that. I was just going to say straight on molestation.
Oh yeah, no, it talks about that too. Like, just Sonic talks about the weirdest things.
Well, hey, again, it's important life lessons for kids.
At least it isn't shy about certain topics.
Oh yeah, no, like they just go straight up on the details.
Yeah, whenever a show is not shy about certain things, then I am proud of it.
I wouldn't say it was as intense a subject, but one thing I have heard people talk about was there was this one episode of Recess where the whole big moral was that I'm talking about friendly, family-friendly social values. Excuse me, sir. So action roll. So TJ is trying to get a kid to like him because he's supposed to be like, the cool kid on the playground and stuff. But the kid just doesn't like him, and the whole moral of the thing is that like the kid wasn't like, oh my gosh, I hate you, I never want to speak to you again, or oh my gosh, you're such a jerk, I'm gonna spread rumors. It was never like anything specific that TJ did. It was just the kid was like, I just don't like you, and the whole moral of okay, fine, stand back.
Stand back.
I said that already. Kind of too late to say that.
Oh hello.
That should have slammed her to the other wall.
Yeah.
Stand back. What? Just a ragdoll just over the banister.
But yeah, going back to the whole life lesson, it was just a matter that I guess the kid really didn't see how he could click with TJ.
And I think that's actually honestly an important lesson that everyone should learn. Not this whole like, oh, everyone has to be friends. No, just it doesn't mean that they're a jerk. Just sometimes two people just don't click, and that's fine. That's reality. Not everyone can be everyone's friend. But
it's kind of sad that even freaking adults on, I don't know, whatever internet media can't get the hint.
Yeah. Also, I am so sorry. I forgot. What was the reporter's name again who becomes the big love interest and a huge titular character of the franchise?
Elena.
Thank you. I was thinking Ellie. And I was thinking Last of Us.
To be fair, I think they call her Ellie at some point.
And I was like, wow, Naughty Dog didn't really branch far away from character names.
No, they did not.
Nope.
Anyway, see. Join us as we're going to be exploring the shipyard to learn more about where this golden statue could be.
Bye.
Until next time, guys.